Moving on, let's talk about someone else who's living his best entire life and snitching all the way there. We speak about Kairo, who's decided to snitch on his other fellow rich friends. Amesema, all the rich people, I am about to snitch on your biashara. Not all, but some. In case you haven't been catching up with Kairo or keeping up with Kairo, we actually bumped into him on the road the other day, and I was fangirling so hard. I started driving faster so we could see him in this Porsche. I know it's embarrassing. I did it. I admit it. I am a fangirl. You know, I may talk smack about him on the show here, but when you see him in his Porsche, it's a different story, my guys. That Porsche is clean. Okay. Anyway, buddy pal, who goes by the name of Kairo, has been really under the water. In fact, amekuwa chini ya uji. Si chini ya maji peke yake, chini ya uji. He's been so quiet because of all the stuff that went on in his life. But recently, on the 20th of July, this is 2025, he decided to give us a little bit of insight on some of his opinions. And in his social media, specifically his X, he said this: people out here are doing nasty things to make money. Some go to witch doctors, offer human sacrifices. Some even sleep in coffins in Tanzania. Continue to say, so exercise a lot of caution before you sleep, do business, or drink with people. Unaona venye amecover all grounds. Before you sleep, do business, or drink with other people's money. It is very, very important that you take into consideration those factors. He also concludes it by saying, nampende Mungu, sorry. Okay. Nampende Mungu, I almost said Mungu. Nampende Mungu. He's the only one who can protect you. Yeah, he's the only one who can protect you. He responded again and reiterated on these matters again. And for me, it's just I'm sorry, child. You said people are sleeping in coffins in Tanzania, and then I was shocked for a second, and then I remembered a story that I was told by my, what do you call her? By my ex-stepmother, because I had one of those, because she is Tanzanian. I don't know about her life now. This is a story she told me a long time ago, of when apparently she thought that someone had stolen her nyota, and she was starting to go a little, yeah, the Cocoa Puffs were Cocoa Puffing, okay? And she's like, no, something is wrong. I'm consistently feeling like I'm being drowned out of my own mind, and that's not normal. So she went back home, told her parents about it, and they took her to a forest. In this forest, but this is a story she's telling me. This is first person story. Si ati niliambiwa na mtu mwenye alipitia hii story, okay? She goes to this forest, and I think it was like at 4 a.m., early 4 a.m. I think they were butt naked, and then they went to now deep in the forest. They were running deep in the forest in the darkness, and then they had to like dig, a 4x6. Dig, and then lie in it. Not covered, just lie in this hole that you have dug for yourself. Like you sleep in it until morning, and then they will come and get you. When they come and get you, it's clear, all your stuff goes back to normal. And so she did this. She went, she slept in there for like a night, and then the next day her kismat had come back, and she went back to having all these people looking after her, chasing after her. And I'm not gonna lie, she did have people chasing after her, even as she was wife to my daddy. Like she did be.
The DMs were popping.
The Western Union was visited multiple times a day, okay? This girl was making money, no place, no jokes, okay? So when you really think about it, because a lot of people as a skeptic of these things, I tend to think, yeah, you go do all these shenanigans and come back home with nothing. But then you see an actual example of someone who's gone, did the things, and come back with something, and you're like, okay, I see the point. So yeah, a lot of people do a lot of nasty stuff to get that money, get that coin. So be careful who you're playing, whose money you're playing around with.
I used to be skeptical about these stories about, the other and the supernatural and all of these things. But the older you get, you're like, if 1 + 1 is 2 and 2 + 2 is 4, what the hell you on? So yeah, honestly, just be very discerning. I feel like a huge thing for humanity, for human beings, is just to be discerning about every situation you're in.
My question is it even a question of discernment, or is it just a question of just be okay with what you have and work hard to make your own? Because
don't be greedy.
You can be discerning 3 out of 5 times, but what about the 2 times that you didn't discern too well, and now here you are, you have slept with, eaten or drunk somebody else's way.
Greed is your downfall, because
the root of all evil.
9 times out of 10, by the time you're going to lie in a coffin, it's greed.
It is.
By the time you're coming with a python to your house and putting it in your SQ, greed.
By the time
you're justification.
And then imagine now somebody coming and taking your money, the one that you've put a python in your house for. Ciao. It's not going to end well for you. Hey,
Stop being greedy.
Don't do it.
Accept. It's your time, okay? And I know the pressure. You saw the man who took to social media, the entrepreneur who does lashes and eyebrows. Who took to social media and said, uko 35 years old na unapanda basi. In fact, unangangana. And I was just like, was he not... like, wow, why would you, just because it's worked out for you, everybody else is lazy, everybody else does not know what they came to do in town. Oh, I was so sad when I watched that. And I know the pressure. Imagine now you watch that, and here you are, 35, 36, even 40, bado unapigania huko basi. Kukinyesha hata unakimbia ndio pande basi. And here's another full-grown man who has shamed you for just living in your means. I understand the pressure, but don't be greedy. I don't think it's worth it. Ooh, snakes are disgusting.
Thank you.
And they smell weird.
Smell weird?
They smell weird.
How do you know this?
I do. Like cucumbers.
Please, stop. Stop.
Ooh.